Good morning, my lovely things. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the Cabinet of Secrets. I hope everyone had a great week. Your week is off to a wonderful start, and you're all staying cool because it has been hot as hell lately. Hell has come. It's here on Earth now because we're all freaking burning to death. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. So, some of you are probably wondering what the hell this video is about because aliens don't kill people. So, where are you going with this? Well, I know that. I know people kill people, animals kill people, but we have no record or any evidence stating aliens have killed people. However, I have seen movies where people claimed demons or aliens have caused them to commit horrendous crimes. I know they're movies, I know that, I know they're fake, but I wonder if there were any true crime cases where people murdered or committed crimes because of an alien abduction or aliens communicated somehow with them to commit horrendous crimes. I honestly was surprised to find a few of these, and some are quite recent. Within the last 20 years, roughly. And the reason why I was so surprised by this is we don't hear about alien abductions anymore. We don't hear about aliens. We don't hear about UFOs really anymore. Not like they did in the 50s and 60s. And I don't know if that's because we have more technology, we have more knowledge now about things. I don't know. I don't know why UFO sightings are down, alien abductions are down. I have no idea. I don't know if it's because of the cell phones or the internet. I don't know. However, in Tucson, Arizona in 1993, Robert Joe Moody murdered two women, a Michelle Malone, aged 33, and Patricia Magda, aged 56, in separate attacks. Moody believed that extraterrestrials forced him to kill because they wanted to prove their existence by gaining the public's attention. Moody went on to explain that he wanted the death penalty so that the aliens or extrasensory biological entities would resurrect him and prove their existence. It was also Moody's birthday wish to receive the death penalty, which I thought was kind of weird. Prosecutors, however, believed that Moody killed the two ladies because of a robbery to support his drug habit. Because in Moody's car, police found the woman's stolen checks and bank cards. So this was a ploy to gain the public's knowledge of aliens. Why would Moody rob these two women? Just doesn't make sense. A psychologist testified that Moody suffered from multiple personality disorder, a diagnosis that wasn't brought out during the trial, which I also thought was kind of weird. Because he may not have received the death penalty ruling. His lawyer probably would have used the insanity plea or something along those lines, and he probably would have received a lesser sentence than the death penalty, probably like life in prison on I don't know how many counts for a crime like this. In Danvers, Massachusetts, a 24-year-old man named Stefan Anastasi on November 11th, 2011, brutally murdered his father, John Anastasi, age 60. The morning after he committed the crime, he told neighbors that aliens had killed his father. He allegedly told neighbors that there were aliens in the woods and they were killing people, and to protect the cats, including his own. A witness heard him say that the aliens had killed him, which he was referring to his father. The details of the murder are pretty graphic, so if it's not something you can stomach, I'll leave a timestamp in the description of where you can pick the video back up after I've gone over the grisly details. Anastasi explained that he crept up behind his father while holding a hammer in the kitchen while his father was eating at the table. Anastasi then hit his father in the back of the head with the hammer, of course, which sent John to the floor. Stefan then hit his father 2 more times in the head before a friend arrived at the house with a bag of drugs. Stefan used the drugs and then left with his friend to purchase more. When Stefan returned hours later, he realized his dad, face down on the kitchen floor, was still alive and making gurgling sounds. Stefan grabbed a knife and stabbed his father twice in the back of the neck. And after he was sure that his father had passed, he covered his father with a blanket. During the trial, Stefan seemed upset about what he had done. He claimed he never meant for it to happen. I don't really believe him, since he did drugs, believing his father was dead, left the house, returned, finished the job instead of trying to get his dad medical attention. So if he was really upset about what he had done, wouldn't he have contacted medical treatment immediately? Not wait and go hang out with his friend and then come back? It's just, I don't think he really cared. And according to family members, they said that the father was the only one that stuck by Stefan through years of drug abuse and violence, which tells me that Stefan was a troubled individual and he wasn't getting any help with his issues. In Roanoke, Virginia, a mother, Darla Elizabeth Hisey, allegedly killed her 6-year-old daughter on February 4th, 2017, because she wanted to save her from being abducted by aliens. Darla claimed she wanted to send her daughter to heaven to protect her from aliens. She was later transferred to Central State Hospital, where she made statements claiming aliens were inside her body. The lawyers stated she was addicted to methamphetamines and suffered from various mental illnesses, causing them to feel she was unable to understand her rights. I don't know what her outcome was. I don't know if she was given the death penalty or given life in prison. I don't know. In Kulboa Township, Pennsylvania, a woman named Barbara Rogers killed her boyfriend on July 15th, 2017. What was strange about this case was the backstory as to how this happened. She claimed that she and her boyfriend got into a disagreement with the leader of the cult they were a part of, who preaches a mix of alien conspiracy theories, apocalyptic biblical interpretation, and warnings about reptilian extraterrestrials living secretly as humans. Barbara claimed that her boyfriend, Stephen Mineo, had placed a gun in her hands, and he told her to hold it against his head and press the trigger. She claimed she didn't know the gun was loaded. And to be honest, that's pretty freaking terrifying. And also, did her boyfriend, was he suicidal? Because that honestly sounds suicidal to me. But he didn't want to commit the crime, or like not crime, but didn't want to commit the act. But at the same time, then you're having her commit a crime. And she'll go to jail for that. So I don't understand that whole thing. The most recent case occurred on July 22nd, 2018 in Oakland, California. John Cowell believed Nia Wilson and her sister Latifah Wilson were aliens who kidnapped his grandmother and refused to release his grandmother to him, so he attacked them. Latifah luckily survived the attack, but her sister didn't make it. Cowell believed that aliens can create fake skin for people so you can't tell the difference between alien and humans. He also believed aliens were communicating with him through a radio inside his head. Prosecutors believed it was a hate crime, and Cowell was trying to cover up with the talks of aliens. However, Cowell did have a history of mental illness, including schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, depression, and antisocial personality disorder. So it's tough to determine exactly why he committed these crimes and why he tried to murder both of them. I don't really know if it was a hate crime or not. I have no idea. All these cases have two things in common, though: drugs and mental illness. I'm not saying aliens don't exist or can manipulate people into committing heinous crimes, but in these cases, it seems drugs and mental illness are the real culprits, and that's most likely the case in all of them. I don't think aliens would try to cause us to murder one another, because I don't see what they would have to gain from it, especially since humans commit murder all the time without the need of aliens. What do you think about these cases? In my personal opinion, I think all of them needed help with their mental illnesses or their troubled background that they just weren't getting. I feel that if we had more opportunities and didn't stigmatize mental illnesses, people may actually seek help more readily than they do now. And maybe do better in life than suffering from an illness. Although not every person can be treated. And by that I mean not every treatment works. Some work better than others. Some people respond well to medications and that's it. Some people respond better to therapy and not medication. Some people, they need a mix of both. And it's not always easy to receive both. Sometimes jobs get in the way of getting that medical attention because sometimes office hours are the same as work hours. So it's hard to get the attention that you need. Thank you so much for watching. Later this week, I'll be discussing alien abductions and strange accounts people have had in relation to the topic because it's actually quite fascinating. I'll also review the film Honeymoon. I don't know if you can actually watch it anywhere though without renting it. If you don't want to miss those, click the bell icon to never miss an upload. If you can't wait for more content, click the bell icon. To show your support, click the link, the like and subscribe buttons, I should say. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks again, and I hope you all have a great week. Take care until next time. Bye, everyone. And apparently my character wants to dance. She just wants to move. All right. Bye, everyone.